mode. There we go.
Looks like it did the same to me.
I feel like I have to do that every time now.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, I'm going live.
I'm already live.
Hello, everyone. Oh, there's a shadow glass here, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to a new Satisfactory world. Well, mostly new. We did a little bit of pre-prep. But it's a new world, new day. We're
New
doing
game,
things
new
a little different. Yeah, new world, new server, new update in 2 days. Super excited. So excited.
The only thing that would make it better is if it happened before.
Yeah, I know. If only it was available today. I haven't done my new setup yet, so I'm gonna do what my character look right now. I think last time I did the gold helmet, I think I'm gonna change that up.
Let's see.
Not doing the big head.
Oh, you don't want to do the big head?
No, I don't think I'm gonna do the big head. I have a feeling that more faces and stuff are coming. They didn't say that, but that's my feeling.
I'm debating between the engineer and the scout.
I went with the engineered fix-it helmet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a fix-it coupon this time, and then I don't really want to go yellow. Go red. I'm going like a red, maybe a darker red, with a secondary color. Secondary color, I'm going yellow. More like, can I get like a bit more of a gold, maybe? And my overalls, I think I want to just do the same red. I don't know if I like this permanently, but we're going to go with that for today. Okay. So we've done a few things for this new world. So we put in the hub in advance. Shanner's still, I'm sure, doing his setup.
I don't know if that saved, but hopefully it did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You've got sort of like a purple with a nuclear green.
Yep, purple, green, and then black. I figured it'd be a good start.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
So we've done a few things to set up. We put in the basics here. Like, these are easy. You can get them no matter what. We have enabled a few things like the advanced game options. So we do have build mode, like fly mode in. So it's a little easier to get around.
Also, until we get power, we do have no power enabled.
Yeah, we have no power enabled until we've set up a few production lines. We're going to aim for coal, and then we're going to put power in permanently, but we don't want to go destroying the whole landscape this time. Yeah. Like, before we just clear cut everything, we don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah, we started off in a nice oasis spot.
We had a little bit of fun sort of planning out where the base was going to be, and then running in a bunch of the stuff. So we have a good starting amount of resources coming in over here. It's getting dark out, but you can sort of see we got a pretty good amount that we can build in. We haven't really figured out the layout of anything. We also have made it so creatures won't attack us. So this guy here, not going to attack us. We're good.
You can go up, give him a hug, smack him on the head.
Yeah, actually. Did I don't think I equipped my basher. Not that I need it, but it is always fun to give him a little...
Wow. So aggressive. Oh.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma.
Yeah,
Research remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Are you done,
There's
Ada?
also...
Okay, good, she's done.
Oh, interesting. So the creatures that have the little flying things, I can't think of their term right now.
The bees,
Yeah, they still spawn when you get close to them.
but they don't attack. And you can go up and stab them. Yeah, another thing we threw in just for ease of use for building is the big blueprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided because we don't want to take blueprints from anyone else. If we're going to use blueprints, we have to build it. So, decided to go with one of these guys from the start. That way we can set that kind of stuff up as we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for what we've gotten started. Brought in resources, got a couple of the things in the base set up.
Yeah.
And we are ready to go.
I'm just going to pick up another Mercer Sphere.
Yeah, there was one over here too. I'm gonna go grab the one that... Oh, no, you're at that one. How dare you.
And I'm going to grab a Power Slug.
Yeah. I can't wait till we open this up a little bit so we can see some of what's underneath, like with the build. Okay, so what do we want to start with for the factory?
So, I think we need to get the basics going. So, if you want to go to the factory and choose a tier, tier, we're on tier 2, I think. That's another thing. We jumped ahead to tier 2.
Oh, you mean up in the hub?
Yeah. So, we're in tier 2. We started there in tier 2. Just made the game a little easier. You can choose which one you want us to go into. Like, do you want us to do parts assembly, the resource sink? We can't really do logistics yet because we don't have parts assembly, but we could do pretty much any of the others, I believe.
I think we should do...
So we can't do jump pads either. But...
I think we should do parts assembly first, then the resource sink, because I want to be able to get the awesome shop, because that has certain things like signs that I want to really start getting into for that. There's signs everywhere. Gotta do that.
So I would say go ahead and start us on that tier, or that one.
Yeah. Let's see, parts assembly, select. So it looks like we need wire, the rods. What are those, screws? I think, yeah, screws and plate.
Yeah, screws. Screws are the worst. Okay.
Did you start the shared chat?
Did now. Actually, I think I forgot to. There we go. For some reason, my Twitch and TikTok hid themselves. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, so I think so we don't have the new wall holes yet, so I feel like for now we're gonna go wallless on the base, and then once we get the next tier we'll probably delete our belt or like conveyor belts and put the wall holes in.
Yeah, that should work.
So what I'm thinking we do is well, first we may need to actually put build mode back on because I don't think we have the resources to do a lot of this stuff, but we could try.
Production. We need smelters first, right?
Yes, but we need to get the stuff up for the smelters. So that one's a limestone, so let me just we usually do okay.
So did you turn build back on?
I have not yet. I am doing... That should be in 1. I'm just setting up my bar. to what makes sense for me.
I'm gonna set that up as I go.
Power, and I usually do foundations in 3. I usually have some chest in 5. And then 6, 7. And then I'll do a smelter in 8 and a constructor in 9. Alright.
Oh, so slow.
I know the belts.
I'm used to the rainbow speedy boys. Should I? Do you want me to connect there? Do you want me to connect these to those?
Yeah, so we're just going to connect 3 for now. Just so we can start getting a little bit of production going. And then we may have to like delete, like build and then delete.
Fair enough.
So we need smelters. So I'm going to just start us here with a few smelters.
Excuse me.
And then I am going to throw a few constructors on this side. These will be... This will be... I should have done this the other way around. Oh well. Quickly, gonna just... Boop. Let's reverse this. Because we have the concrete on this side, so I feel like... That'll be concrete for now. And then we will do iron, 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 copper.
So you want concrete for those 2
Copper.
constructors there?
Yeah, if you want to do a splitter and stuff there, that'd be great.
Yep.
And that one goes so far away. Weird. And then this will be copper. Okay, perfect. So, that one. Alright, this is a good start. So we just need to throw in iron ingots.
Okay. I'm just configuring these constructors.
Copper. God, it's so slow. These belts are so slow. Having been used now to like tier 6 or whatever, it's tier 5? Tier 5. This is so slow.
Yeah. There we go. Instructors are going.
Okay. Alright,
We don't have storage, do we? Oh no, we do.
No, we do have storage containers, but we're not using them yet.
So where do we want the concrete going after? I just want to put it somewhere.
For now, I would just say let's just build a storage container. We just need to start getting the resources so we can build bigger things. So this is just sort of a temporary build until we can get to the bigger stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
6. These are mergers. Oops. I think I want to swap those two. So I want that one on 3, that one. Perfect.
There we go. Concrete is pouring out
Perfect.
ever so slowly.
Coming off of this one, can you build us a wire and that, or build a couple wire constructors, and then we also have to turn that into cable as well.
Sorry, coming off of the set that's below me.
Yes.
Okay. That's, you said constructors, right, for that one?
Yeah. Iron plate.
How many
Steel
constructors
rod.
that be? Do you think?
Iron rod.
I'm just gonna start
you
by.
need. Let's just do 2 for now. And then you'll have to turn. I need to do 3 here. Sorry. You have to do 2, and then you'll have to do 1 more after 1 for the full cable. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cable comes
got
from
it.
wire, so.
Okay.
Iron plate, iron rod, and then I'm gonna do 1 up here.
I need a splitter here.
I messed that
Which
up.
way do these go?
And
Ah,
what
so
we'll
they go all
do
the way to this
here-
side.
So we go down. Boom. And this would be screws. Perfect. I guess I could have done the alternate. You know what? Just gonna delete that for a second. Why don't we
Excuse me.
just do, not steel screw, cast screw. That's what we want. Perfect. Alright.
There. So now I need a splitter.
Okay. So that's fine for now. Those are being made. I don't know how fast it will be. That's fine. Alright. So while that's being worked on, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do a little bit of turn-in stuff. So I'm going to turn in Mercer Sphere.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific
Windsor scripture, Windsor windows, equal to the file or shrine. Sings us all.
arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Okay. I forgot they had that sort of thing. Alright, we're going to do cog research.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Next one.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Right, blue power slug.
This semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
All right. So how are we looking? We got some screws. We got plates. All right. So things are moving, but they're going to take a bit of time. We got cable coming. We got iron and not iron, wire and cable coming in. Perfect.
Yep, I got everything there. The concrete's also working on its way through. We got 150 actually.
Perfect. All right. So we're good there. So we can leave this for a few.
Yeah, let that build up.
I'm gonna go running around without fly mode on. We also have God mode on, so I don't die, which is nice. But we're just gonna take a quick jaunt through the desert.
But
I'm gonna go see if I can find. I think there's a summer sloop somewhere around here. I remember seeing one.
oh,
out
that
in the
reminds me.
desert.
That one cave that I found had one. But I'll be damned if I remember where that cave was.
Yeah, I feel like it. I saw one over this dune somewhere. I hear a hum. That's a good sign. There it is.
Nice.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Fun. That was a fun fact. Alright. So.
Are you ready?
What, ready for what?
I don't know, whatever's next.
Okay. Let's go. Keep an eye out on the ground for things like these, because we need sulfur and stuff to research.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fixit helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Going animal hunting, I see.
Yeah. Alright, so we need sulfur. There should be crystal somewhere around here too, I think.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Or quartz, sorry, not crystal. There is actually like crystal mines not too far as well.
Yeah, there's actually is sulfur as well for mine.
Maybe we start with compacted coal
Okay.
factories. That could be fun. Oops, the power shard. Because a compacted coal would give us more power. I don't know how much more.
I will always take more.
I think this is quartz over here.
Nice, nice.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
There's a couple mines over here.
I'll head over that way.
It looks like a very light colored material.
Man,
Oh, no,
I
it's
need
just
Blade
iron.
Runners. I almost just want to give myself a Blade Runner.
Nah, I'd say
Just
let's
so I
build
can
up
run
to
around
those.
quicker. Yeah, we'll build them pretty quick. It's just...
Because really, if we want to, we can just do fly and then zoom.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, I sort of was thinking of like turning fly off once we got a little bit of a factory going.
Yeah, we could.
Or like only using it during build mode.
Yeah.
But like I do like exploring a bit. Alright, so we got iron.
Iron.
I never really went to the desert all that much. Ooh, there's more quartz over here. I'm pretty sure there's a quartz, like, actual mine at the top of the desert, like the north part.
Oh, interesting. Good to know.
So I think there's two of them. I don't know how good of a mine they are. I didn't actually take a look into that. Alright, more quartz.
Oh, found some copper over here. Pretty sure it's copper.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for Mercer spheres or summer sloops. This area looks like maybe... Oh wow, I never saw these things. They're like little round trees. That's cool. I do like the variety of designs for like plants and stuff that they added in.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like that we, at least for now, have no power turned on. Just so that way we don't have to clear cut every little thing.
Oh look, I somehow flew up to this power slug. I don't know how that happened.
I mean, if you're gonna be like
Okay.
that, then I will too.
Alright, so there's a lot of concrete out here. This would be cool to build like a little town of something produced out here.
Yeah, I was thinking more a little northeast. Or is that where you
Yeah.
are? Oh yeah, basically
yeah.
this area that you're in. Okay, I used fly to catch up to you faster.
No worries.
But yeah, it definitely was. I agree with that. Like, I did like this area.
I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of... Okay, I can't jump that. To see what sort of things they've added. Oh, you got it.
Yep.
In terms of like cosmetics. I know
Apparently,
they said fans and stuff, but I feel like maybe they're gonna slowly start adding in more cosmetics. So like maybe we can, as they showed like a little like house. So I wonder if they have like built-in like beds and stuff. They just didn't showcase it to anyone.
yeah, that's one of the things I'm curious about is what exactly they're gonna do. Because I would love to be more, to see more non-factory type things, like quality of life
Yeah.
build type things. So we can like, yeah, build an actual like living quarters. I know
Found some material.
Fixit doesn't want that, but oh, found some deuterium right here too.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the
Nice.
MAM to
Nice,
establish
nice.
classification and potential
Just
application.
pretend that there's gas cloud creatures do damage to me, and I'll run away. Oh my god, I can't climb. I'm just gonna zoom over here. Alright. Oh! Yellow power slug.
Fancy.
Oh, no message.
I already collected a yellow one. And they basically give this like the same as the blue for that.
I hear a power slug somewhere, or... Oh, it's probably in this rock. Oh, hold on.
Oh, what's that over there?
I was getting a... Oh, oh, alright. Oh, aha! I got the Mercer Sphere in the rocks.
Nice. I found a Mercer Sphere, so I'm going to grab that. It's right by one of the big guys that would probably decimate me right now if I had to take him on.
Lapping our shores. When will you land?
Oh, I see ya. I decided to just fly over. Oh, okay. Oh no, I picked up a leaf. I got a leaf, guys, I'm sorry.
Why can't you just leave it alone? God.
I'm gonna grab a hard drive. No, we don't have the computers needed for it. Is there computers lying around here? I don't want to steal stuff unless I have to. No. Ooh, they got a stun rebar here. Yellow power slug. Don't mind if I do. Oh, big guy. Just flying around. Alright, I think I'm gonna start heading back towards the base. I think we should be pretty good for having some stuff made now.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Ooh, this is a pure note of limestone.
Ooh. So just so people have an idea of what we're looking at over here, we're thinking of maybe doing a sort of like a city up against the cliff, like a not really a city, it's a factory, but like we're gonna try and like have the smokestacks from like a coal plant or something like coming out in certain spots, just to sort of give it some volume outside of just the concrete.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like a little bunker city.
Yeah. Alright, we're starting to get there. We got, I can turn that in. I can turn that in. How much cable do we have? We got enough cable. So we're just waiting on the iron plates. Sounds like you got the hiccups.
Just still a little sick though.
Ah,
Often every once in a while. I try to lean away from the mic, but don't always get away fast enough.
okay. Alright, so I had a few things that I got from the searching, so we're gonna go back up here. We're gonna do a little bit more research, guys.
Nice, nice.
So I got this.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Nice. Okay. I got a summer sloop, so we'll turn that in.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the energies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Perfect. Alright, Tyrium, here we go.
I found that summer sleep I found.
Nice.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Alright, what do we got here? Can't quite do overclocking, but I will do yellow power slugs.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Great. And quartz.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Quartz crystal. This will be nice for signs in a bit.
Yeah.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Unfolding. Every other one they have some big story or backdrop or like this planet was named Marie's quantum planet or something, and then quartz crystal found. Alright, sulfur.
I guess quartz is just boring to them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, to us, that is like gold.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Alright. We have 100 plates now, so I'm gonna go turn those in. Do you want to do the honor of the launch?
Sure, I'll go hit the button. I had to quickly blow my nose first, though.
No
I hate
worries.
being sick.
Alright, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna watch this launch from here.
Are you ready?
Yeah. And by here I mean on the thing.
Oh god.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including
Aye.
the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly.
Bye.
Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fixit Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note, humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fixit cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Oh, that was nice of them. That thing just flew through the space elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next thing... Obstacle clearing, I guess?
Hold on. I was thinking not that one, because we don't really need that at the moment. More of the resource sink or logistic.
Resource sync we're making, so let's do that one.
Selected.
Alright. Not that we can do anything for 5 minutes.
concrete, wire. Well, it's gonna take a while to get 400 concrete, 500 wire put in there. Then we need 200 rods and 200 plate.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we have some stuff being produced, let's start thinking about how do we expand this? Like, how do we want to build this out? Because we don't have the belts to do like a ton of production through each, right? Like, if I look at my iron right now, we're technically over by 30 on this belt production. So it's actually slowing things down because we can only do 60 a second right now. A minute.
Like I'm thinking we do logistics next, just to get the Mark II belts.
Yeah. Do you want to start hauling stuff up for the next one? The only thing we don't have is the plates. Those are going to take a few minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. 500 wire. Nice. That comes in a nice stack. Don't need screws. Need more rods. Need more plate. How much? Oh, nice. We have.
Oh yeah, we have way more limestone coming in than we can produce, really. I think the concrete we have, or the limestone we have out here is only like 30 each. And we have 2 of them being produced, so technically we're under by 90. Or under by 60.
There we go.
We're just going to try and speed this up a little. So I've just got some more iron and iron plates going, so we're just going to double that up a little bit.
Nice. Need another 15 rods and 101 plate.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm just going to make some more iron. Okay, while that's going on, I'm going to drop all of my power shards and stuff, or power slugs, up in the chest up here.
That's a good idea. I should do that too.
I think I will do that for the quartz and the sulfur and that. Alright, that should be good.
Okay. Only thing I'm waiting on now is the plates. We're at 124 out of 200.
Perfect.
And
we have 128 here.
Are we able to manually feed these in, or do we have to?
Feed in what?
Oh, never mind. I'm having a brain fart.
Yes, you have to manually do it. We also have to wait for the thing to arrive in 12 seconds.
Yeah, I saw that it was getting up there, so. Just need those plates now.
We're now up to 160.
Yep.
Holy.
Getting excited.
I feel like once we have the Mark II belts, I feel like we'll be doing a lot better for production.
Yeah,
like
for
then
sure.
we can start building out a factory. Alright.
12 more left. Just impatiently waiting. Hey. Are you ready for another launch?
Yep. Oh, hold on, let me get up there.
Okay, I'll just dump this stuff in the nest bed and then I'll launch it.
I'm good now. I'm here. I was just manually adding all the concrete in my inventory into the machines, but we're good.
Okay. Launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
So now that we have that, I'm just gonna throw in. Put that right there.
Okay, we need reinforced plates now.
Yes, so how many? We need 50? I have 35 already on me because they started us with some. You have any on you?
Let me double check. No.
Okay. Darn.
I'm thinking
Alright.
maybe that's what do we hold on, what do we need for
So reinforces will be screws, or yeah, it'll be screws and plates.
I'm thinking what if we put a splitter along where these plates are.
Well, here's what I was thinking. We have all this space here. Why don't we just bring a couple more belts of iron up?
Oh yeah, we could also just do that.
And then we just put a couple here, and then we'll just belt it over.
And if we're gonna do that, I want to move these smelters over a bit, just that way we can bring those belts up easier.
Okay, do you want to do that? Well, I'm gonna put some new smelters in.
Yeah.
I can't, so I don't have the materials. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna need more iron rods. Boom. Alright. Splitter.
Totally. Fuck that.
And then splitter. Guess I don't really need that one anyway. Okay, so we need one of these. And it's gonna go... I mean, you don't really need to if you don't want to. We can always just do the lift above it.
I've already started that process.
Alright, then I'll leave it at regular height.
It might need to go up a little bit, but my goal is just to make it a little bit easier for them.
So that's gonna go up. We're not using that one, but I just need it for spacing. Okay. Are you kidding me? I'm out of iron plates. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we got iron here, so that goes in there. That one's also iron, so that'll go in there. Now he's moving those, so... Well, it's gonna have to go above it anyway, so let's just do this.
Yeah, I figured it's gonna have to go above it, but I'm also thinking further down the line, like when we have to bring out more belts, there's just not gonna be the space with stuff built right in front of where the belts are coming up.
We're gonna probably have to redo a bunch of this stuff, to be honest, but for now...
And I am just gonna leave those splitters.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just they're not as tall as the smelters and stuff. The smelters, foundries, all that thing, all those things, whatever they're called. Yeah, smelters.
Okay, so then these are going to come out. These are 30 each. So, we're going to merge between the two.
There.
Okay, so I have it there, but I feel like it needs to be maybe there. Does that make it even, or are these... No. Alright, we'll just do it this way. We'll do a merger there. Nice rates, there we go. And then... there. And another plates.
Well, everything is back up and running again for the iron, so that's good.
Perfect. Okay. So, I can do 2 constructors here. That will give us, so if I put a splitter in... I put that too close. Okay. So that'll give me iron plates, and then how many screws do we need for it? I don't think we can do 250 per, so we need 60 screws.
We need an assembler, right?
Yeah, 30, 20.
Some reinforced iron plates.
So we're going to basically be doing 2 assemblers, so we need 120 screws. So I think I'm going to have to put these up here. And now I'm out of cable. Alright, let's Let's take 200 cable. I'm gonna have to remove your. Or do you want to remove your assembler, please?
Yeah.
I have to put stuff up here, I think.
I only popped it there just so I could see the build stuff.
Okay, so if I do cast screws, it's 12.5. I'm doing 40 divided by 12.5, so I can get 3.2 in.
I mean, what are we gonna need screws for? So why don't we pull out these from the storage container?
I got 60. Well,
We have almost
that would make
1,500.
sense, but whatever. We'll use that somewhere else, I'm sure.
You say that, but I swear it's just gonna be permanent storage for them.
I mean, it could be.
I know how this runs half the time.
There is a lot of things that use screws, not to lie.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay. So these need to merge. And then I'm gonna go here, so that's pretty much center.
Okay.
And then this one, I'm also going to go up. I think there. And I want to put a merger on top. Okay.
There.
Now you can't control yet how much each do. That sucks. Alright. Mergers. I need more of everything before I can build them. I'm just trying to keep stealing everything here. Okay.
I was wondering why we didn't have much for rods and plate.
Yeah, I've been just stealing them. That one. Seriously? I don't know why straight has an issue there, but whatever. Okay. So we have a lot of screws coming out. I did not realize how many screws this made. I need to redo this.
I mean, considering we have like one thing making screws over here and we've already got over 1,500.
Alright, now we need an assembler. We need two assemblers, I think. So, 1, 2. Let's do. Is that too high? Nope, that works. But that does not work because I am out of plates again.
Hmm.
And then reinforced iron plate, reinforced iron plate. We have more screws than I needed, but that's okay. For some reason, I was thinking that we got like 20 screws out of each. And so I was like, oh, we need like 5 of these. But I did not calculate that at all. 30 and 30. And we have... Oh, those are 20. Shoot. You know what? Mess that up. Oops. Alright. Okay. There, now we'll have enough plates for both.
Go figure. I don't care where the best viewers come from.
It should have been blocked by my bot. I don't know why it keeps turning off. I mean, I could turn mine off when I was troubleshooting other stuff, but... Let's see...
Oh, they've been banned.
Yeah, I did that. Alright. Okay, so plates now are going to start coming in at the right speed.
So you say.
Yeah, I do say. In fact, I demand it.
Wow. Well, the reinforced plates are pumping out pretty good. Now you just need to stop stealing the regular plates and the
Well, now that I have a little bit
regular
more,
rods.
I will do that. I am out of regular plates again, so I'm going to steal some more.
Really?
Regular rods I'm okay with. Alright. So now we just need to give this a bit of time again.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have reinforced iron plates plenty to finish it well before we get enough rods and regular plates. Oh god, these.
Okay. This is good enough for now. Again, I feel like we're gonna do this and then we're just gonna erase everything once we unlock a bit of like resources and then rebuild.
Yeah. That's quite a possibility. I also can't wait till we get the wall holes, because then we can actually put the holes in the wall here potentially.
Yeah.
Because I would love to run a chunk of the belting under and then bring them up to where they need to be for the raw resources.
I agree. I was actually thinking it'd be sort of fun, like design-wise, if we had like just the top half of the constructors visible.
Interesting
I don't
idea.
really. I mean, here I'm gonna go over here, And I'm gonna just pretend that we're building. Okay, that was not placed straight. Nope. So like, we have one there. I was thinking we'd take like a regular wall and maybe go to like here, and then just like do a regular foundation or something like that. I don't know, I was thinking something like this, so like you only see this part of the production.
Interesting idea.
And then like all the belts are below.
Yeah, we can definitely experiment with that. Not necessarily opposed.
I have no idea if it would look good. I was just thinking it'd be nice to sort of try and get some of the belting out. Or like once we unlock crystal and have glass, that like maybe we do like, you can only see the belts through like the glass floors. Another option we could do is that we could have every constructor basically have one of the conveyor lists come up and then all the belts are below, so it's just neat and tidy.
Yeah.
And then everything that's done also goes back down under.
Yeah, that's an idea. Also, I think basically redoing this partly to condense it down and make it as optimized as possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more belts of iron, 2 more copper, 1 more limestone that we all have to bring up.
That's why I want to make it as optimal as possible, so that way,
Yeah.
with all those brought up, it will all be condensed and we can have more stuff on here.
Agreed. You do have the 50 reinforced iron plates available now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the other 2 items, which got like half of one and a third of the other.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. We did not need all these screws. I think there's another tier that uses screws, and I think that's why I wanted to leave it out. I'm just gonna take a look. Yeah, obstacle clearing uses them. That's it. So after that, we'll delete that from the construction. I don't think anything uses screws in the next tier.
I don't believe so either. And I wish overclocking was available right now. Because we have a couple of sloops, just throw that in to some of the stuff.
I know. Well, you have a sloop, you said?
I put it up in the storage thing here, I believe.
Okay. What do we need for this sloop thing? I think... Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we have one
wants
sloop.
computer chips. So we may just cheat a little bit later and add that in, but we'll see. The one that I need to do is power slugs. I need to make a power slug really quick.
You mean a
Oh,
power
we have
shard?
so many. A power shard, yeah.
We can't use them yet, though.
That's because we haven't unlocked the last one, so... I'm
Yeah,
gonna quickly make one, and then we can unlock it.
To unlock overclocking, we need wire, plates, and a power shard knife. Yeah.
Do it now.
Nice.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Which will be an issue soon.
Ugh. Okay. So close. But yet, still so freaking far away. Just need the rods faster.
I decided to move the screws out because we were underclocked on one of the things, so that'll help.
Nice.
What do you need, sorry? You need rods or do you need plates?
Both, technically. But plates are catching up the rod.
I mean, I got a bunch of rods, so I'll throw... I want some of that back. Hold on. Yeah, a bit closer.
Nice. Oh yeah. Considering we need 300, so we're very
You're pretty
close.
much there now.
The only thing is
How are we
plates now.
looking for plates? None. Okay. I just stole a bunch of plates from another production, so... There you go, that'll help a bit.
$98, $99, $100. Just need 100 more plates, which should be done pretty quick. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. $100. Launch is ready. We are ready for Mark II.
1 second.
I'm excited. We're actually going through this pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, this part is quick, usually.
Yeah, you
Also,
ready
this
for-
helps that we don't have to go deal with power constantly.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
I'm ready. I'm gonna do it
Launching.
from a different angle this time.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient. Don't disappoint Fixit.
No, not the list.
Not the list. Alright. So, we have two options here, now that we've got a little bit of production going. Do we want to unlock no build costs for a minute and then upgrade all of the belts, bringing stuff in?
That's one of the things I was thinking is
Because I don't really want to spend 30 minutes waiting for enough reinforced iron plates.
yeah.
Like, I want to use our resources in the base for building and all that, but I don't really feel like it for this part, so... I'm just going to quickly go in here. We're going to do no build cost. We're cheating a little. I don't care. I need to upgrade. That. Okay.
Okay. All the belts up top in the production section are upgraded.
They won't let me build. Ugh. Stupid bug. Alright. Good. Doo-doo-doo. Auto save, can't do anything for a second.
I don't know if this is actually doing anything, it's just glitched out.
What do you mean?
The belts turned blue.
Oh yeah, I have that issue every now and then, and I have to go build something else, and then I can build it.
There we
Or
go.
upgrade it.
It caught up.
Whew, okay. I've upgraded, I think, all of the belts to the north side of everything.
Nice, nice. In the base itself, I'm pretty sure everything is officially upgraded.
I don't know how much that's actually going to help in the base itself.
I just don't want it to be a
because,
bottleneck when it hits the base, if you know what I mean.
yeah, the bottleneck is the production still. Okay. Those ones are done. I did that one, yeah. Start it back here so that I don't miss anything. So I started there. I'm on the last two belts right now that need to be done.
Nice. Oh,
Alright, so that's done. Alright, how are we doing? We have some resources.
had to do a couple of other upgrades. All the stuff up to Mark II.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, didn't choose the next
Look at the weird. That was weird.
milestone. Do you want to do jump pads or obstacle clearing first?
I think obstacle.
Selected. Wire, screws, concrete. I can actually do that all right now.
That is a weird glitch. Just randomly, the ore starts to like get blurry. I don't know if you see that here.
I have not seen it, but at least right now, but I have seen something like that.
Weird.
Screws, 500 stack, concrete.
Okay.
Now. Yeah, sorry about the coughing. I don't know how much you can hear of it, but trying to not cough too much.
I don't hear that much, to be honest. Alright, I want to take...
It's ready for launch again.
One sec, I just want to make some power shards, even though I don't really want to waste them too much this early on. Oh, I gotta turn off no build costs, because that blocks power shard production for some reason.
Oh, weird.
No, I still can't do it. Why not?
Oh, which type of slug are you trying to use? You only unlock one of the slugs for power shards.
No, I just had to re-click it.
Ah.
I unlocked both, yellow and blue.
Okay, good to know.
Alright, there we go. Alright, you want to launch it? I'm running up.
Launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
Eee.
Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
Fun, fun, fun!
Okay. Well, in 2 minutes, we need rotors. I think that's rotors.
I found one belt that I missed.
Yeah, that's the rotor. Okay.
Oh, 2 belts.
Okay, so we need rods and screws in an assembler.
Okay, so those are done. Okay. How do you feel about us just redoing everything?
Like, right now?
I don't know. I'm just sort of feeling like we don't have enough space for everything right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. We definitely don't.
And I feel like we could be using everything better. Like if I go to this one. Okay, so what is the production from this one? That one's 120. Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. I want to bring up that other limestone that we have and hook it into the concrete, because we don't really get enough for 2 constructors right now. So what I'm thinking.
I did increase with power shards one of the constructors, so it's now doing, I think, 75
For the concrete?
for the limestone. Yeah, it's doing 75 a minute now, but it's just now starting to catch up. Like you can just now see the belt starting to come in a bit quicker.
Oh, you mean for the miner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's starting to get there, but it's not quite there.
'Cause I'm thinking.
But here's what I was thinking, just as a throwing it out there option.
Yeah. What is it?
I think we should move limestone back to here.
Like,
So we'll
you mean
put, like,
up in the upper platform? You mean?
Yeah, we're gonna do limestone up here. We'll bring both limestones over to here, and we'll do a limestone production, and then we'll have one splitter so we can move it off as well once we start finding something that needs us to put concrete in. If that makes sense. So sort of like how we have like the merger here. It's not letting me merge. Like merger there. We'll have like a splitter after that, but up in this area up here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Like, do you want it on the corner or in the back corner here?
I would say like sort of in the middle, like around here.
Okay.
Let me just see how much limestone do we get from both. So both of these are technically 30. We're going to be getting 105 limestone coming in. Because we don't have enough shards to sleep everything, right? Or to power overclock everything.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Let's see.
I would-
concrete. We need
would do
45 a
ma-
minute per.
Can I make a suggestion? I
Yeah.
would do them this way.
Yeah, I honestly was gonna do it that way,
Yeah.
but then I just wanted to quickly double check.
Yeah. We're gonna do like 45. I would do 3 constructors, but you need room for a splitter or mergers after that. So you need to go back, I think, at least to this block.
What do you mean back?
Like, I would be here. Like you're up there, if you see it, I would move back to here.
Well, I was thinking. One second. I'm just gonna drop this one here just so I can give an example. Splitter. I was thinking the input would be on this side, and there's just enough space to pop a splitter here.
Okay.
And then it gives more space for the rest of this area for whatever we're going to use it for. Because essentially, splitter and then mergers. I'll probably send it off this way, on this side. Thoughts on that?
Wait, what?
So basically, started here. I was going to put 2 more. going to where I'm standing now, and then they'll
Okay.
spit out on this side.
Sure. So then I would say maybe we do like this, and then we'll have that there for us to grab when we need it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my goal is compact as possible for this.
And then this one,
Perfect.
I think,
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the concrete on this
105
side now.
minus 90, 15. So we want to output of 15 here. Or input of 15, so I need third, so 33%. There we go. And I think we're going to have to belt that higher. Like, I'm just trying to get, oh no. So maybe we do it like right here. I think it has to be that high.
For the concrete one.
Yeah. So like, I think.
So what I was thinking of is based off of what you were doing. I was gonna do high, but I was actually gonna bring it over and then up. So it kind of brings it around the edge.
So here's what I was gonna say up here, and then we started on concrete. I was thinking over here, we're just gonna have foundries that do copper. Over here, we're just
Okay.
gonna have foundries that do iron.
Okay, yeah.
So, and if we need to do more foundries of iron, we'll do that there. Because iron we're going to use a lot of. So I just want to try and get the concrete out of our way. Because it's not really like heavily used until later.
Oh yeah, I get where you're coming from. The reason why I was thinking instead of doing it right through the middle though, is just to get it completely out of the way. So basically raise it up just like along the edge like where I am right now. That's what my thought was. But yeah.
I don't know. I sort of like having the belts all in one spot, and then you can sort of track it.
Yeah. That worked. It was just my thoughts for it.
Would you mind deleting that belt for me? And then just run that one over. Nice and straight, perfect.
So I'm just gonna pop a couple of in here.
Sure. Okay.
So, for the second, do you have enough concrete coming over for the tree up there with just the one?
No, we need to bring the other one
Okay.
in. I would still do straight. I would keep it straight so it's going like this one is, out, and then we'll just bring it over with a merger.
Okay, still on the same line. Yeah, okay. There.
Damn it.
I was gonna say, probably need to bring that merger closer over this way.
I was just trying to keep it centered, so we'll go right there, maybe?
Let's see, this
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah.
There we go, that should cover that. Perfect.
Alright, so that should have concrete covered.
Nice. Looking forward to that all coming up here. Configure that to concrete. Set that to concrete.
Okay.
There we go.
I love watching the belt slowly fill up.
Oh yeah. And a mark to 120. Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm only getting 105 right now. We could overclock, like we could use up some more power shards and overclock, but
I think
we're
we
not
should
using
be
a
good
ton
for
of
now.
concrete yet, so I'm not super concerned. When we start expanding the base out this way, who knows, we might then, but
45, 45.
okay. So those are coming in. So now I'm going to think about over here. So, how much copper ore do we have coming in? We've got 3 belts of copper ore. I overclocked this, but it's backing up now, so... But 60 is an easier number to deal with, so I'll leave it there. So we got 60... That'll be another copper over here. 60.
Alright.
So we have 120 in copper.
Awesome.
And I think there's one more. Hold on. Unfortunately, it's really hard to tell which one. Okay, it's this one. So we have
Okay.
180 copper.
Not bad.
So I think we should do, because cable and wire you use a lot of for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So I think we should do 120 copper, purely to go from copper to wire to cable, and then we'll do 60 copper going only to wire.
This is where I wish we had signs so we could like
I know.
put signs up.
Well, we can do this. So if you hit tab, not tab, if you hit Q, you can do add to to-do list, I think. There's a way to edit it.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, but I just like
I don't remember
signs
how. Yeah.
because it tells me where to. Okay, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to get rid of some of this stuff and basically start it from fresh?
Well, I think we should move the copper first. Let's leave the iron. Let's leave what we have up for now, and we'll just slowly start moving the copper over in a minute.
So I'm thinking like, which way's in? This way's in. So do you want to basically start from the edge of where these come through, so like kind of here, just as an example?
I think a little bit further in. I'm thinking, as an example, I'm thinking we're gonna have them like about maybe here, maybe like right there, so that the center of it is on the center line up here.
Will we have enough space then for things behind it if you do it that
So
far away?
what I'm thinking is that we're gonna belt. So we'll belt whatever it is for 60 copper, and it'll have its own belt that will go around and come up, and then up here we'll convert it into wire and all that stuff.
So in the upper level,
And
you
then
mean? I just didn't see exactly
Yeah,
where
and
you're
in the upper level up here, we'll do the constructors to do wire and quicks and cable.
Okay, so basically you're thinking right in the middle here.
Yeah.
How many do
So-
you want?
We need 2 to go in. We're gonna have 2 because that's 60 copper ore. That's gonna be one of them, and then the other one's 120, so it's gonna need 4.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll leave a small gap.
I would leave a little bit bigger gap, honestly.
That's fine, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, I'm just thinking that at some point we're gonna double our miner output, right? So we want to sort of go like
so there, one.
we're gonna leave room to double everything.
Okay, so in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. So if that's doubled, now I'll leave that gap
Yeah.
right there. There. That way there's enough space to throw another 2, leave the gap a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So then merger splitter.
Never mind. I haven't put those in my hot bar yet. 5 for merger, 6 for splitter. Okay, so I see we have a total of 3 belts with copper coming in.
Yeah. So I want to leave this one doing its thing for a minute,
Yeah.
but this one is going to go into these 2.
Do you know how much is coming in? Sorry, which one's going into which 2?
It's 60 per belt. So this one, that belt is
Yeah.
going to go into here.
Okay, easy enough. So that means I can start setting up the other ones, which is
Yeah.
this, and then 2, and then the third.
They are missing. Or did you delete those?
I deleted the 2 that are the other
Okay,
copper
perfect.
ones.
Okay.
That way I can do this, raise it up to stay here. Do you think this would be good height, or should I go slightly higher?
I would go down. I go. Actually, hold on.
Can't really go down because then it would be clipping with
No.
other existing ones.
You want to go up to that height, I think.
So
Yeah,
right,
I think that's.
Oops.
I think right there.
is it that one?
No, right there. Yeah, where you are now.
Okay, perfect.
I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, that would be level.
There.
Okay. And then.
That is in my back, so bring over a couple. you think of this? It's not ideal, but like it's just like the basis for it.
Well, if you want to do that sort of style, we could also swap these splitters around. Hold on. And then these won't join. You'll be going in here with this one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured the
That might be
closer
easier
one.
to bring it in.
Oh, the
Yeah.
further one?
Well, you could you could either put a merger up here and bring it over all into one belt, or we can separate them. It's up to you.
That's what I was thinking, is just putting a merger in up here and then bringing it all in on one belt.
Okay.
That way it kind of keeps it on the cleaner side. And I was planning on doing the merger. Come on. That looks about even. Maybe go straight there. Okay.
And I'm gonna go on those.
Thoughts
I'm gonna go
on
those.
what I've got now? Just to make sure that you're good with this too. I think it's fine. I might want to
Yeah, I think
adjust it
that's
a
fine.
little bit, like for the end piece here. 'Cause I don't like
I'm
the.
just gonna try. Just want to see.
It would not work with straight at that distance.
I'm not just going straight down like this. Like if you delete that belt, it just does
Yeah.
that.
Okay, that worked. Well, looks kind of weird
Or
because it has
if
a
you
dip
want-
at the bottom.
Hold on. We could do this too.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that works. I like that better. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go down and connect the copper.
Just as one tip that I find really useful, I'm just going to delete this. This is like a fun tip that I find with building belts.
Oh yeah.
So the direction changes for where the elevation is. So if you're building from above and going down, it will have like a really sharp dip and try and level it out.
But
then
if you
you get,
build
like,
from the
this
bottom
sort of-
up, it changes.
Yeah, so if you build from the bottom up, it'll change. It'll do the elevation first and then level out.
Okay.
And that's where you get sort of that like reverse build. So
Yeah.
that's what's straight build mode. I find that a really useful sort of way to figure out which way you want to build stuff. The only tricky part with belts is if you're trying to build from, if I don't stop flying, if you're trying to build from like an elevated position to begin with, so I can't build from down here and go up. It'll reverse the direction. So you
Yeah.
have to always build like the belts in where you want them roughly, and then fix the direction. After.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna connect the copper in. Get that
Okay.
flowing.
All right. I'm just trying to figure out how we're belting it out of here. So it'll just be a second.
Yeah. Well, I figured this should be a good at least start, because those things it should be fine for a little bit, just building up. Yeah, that should be good for now, at least. The Okay, that worked. Okay.
That'll be wire, and
Okay.
then what is the ratio for cable? So you need 60 wire per 30 cable. Okay, so copper, we can do wire with 4. So this will be... You know what, I actually want to... Yeah, I want to leave a little bit of room just so we know what things are. And then...
Just seeing where you're going with these ones here. Oh, do you mind if I redirect this other copper now so we have both plans running? Or should we
yeah,
wait?
go for it. No, you can do that now, because the wire one's almost set up.
Okay. Start killing that now. There. The other one's in now too. It should start going.
Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful.
I messed those up. I don't know. Okay. That'll go in there, that'll go in there. And I'm out of... Okay. Are you able to try and bring the belts from here? That I should mention. I don't know where you are.
I'm up above you now.
Okay. This belt here goes to that point there.
Which point?
That belt here. So this one here goes to there. This one goes to there.
Okay, so the closer to me goes to the closer, further goes to the further. Okay, easy enough.
I keep running out of stuff to build.
But we don't exactly have a full abundance of build materials yet.
Okay. And then we'll do a splitter. This will be 5. Okay. And these will be cable. Alright. Okay. So those are there. What do I have? I have merger stuff. So merger, merger, merger. And then we will do a splitter. I messed that up. Those are not center.
I do not have
That's not-
nearly enough reinforced plate.
I know. That's my issue. Okay, that's right. There.
Ugh.
Okay. So that goes out. That'll go there. We'll have that one there. That'll work. So that'll be our storage. At some point we'll like sloop these out, but go back just a little bit. Not sloop. At some point we'll have dimensional storage and then we can just select this stuff easier.
We're almost done jump pads to connect this phase.
Nice.
I'm just gonna make another 10 rotors by hand and then
Oh right, I forgot we can make stuff by hand. Take a swath of screws for a second.
why can't I build?
I had to, do you have build mode on at some point? You have to like turn it off and then exit the thing and go back in.
I don't have it, but I
Weird.
have all the materials for it. There we go. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Launch is ready. Do you want to watch the final launch for phase 2?
One moment. I just have to finish
guess
6 reinforced iron plates and then
I
I'll
should
turn
say
around.
here 2.
Okay.
Okay, launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It
you
jump
just jumped
pad
off?
combines high technology and
Yeah, I don't
innovation
just
for
die up
optimized
there.
factory traversal and an ideal travel
I
experience.
jump off at a certain point. There we go.
Clarification. Ideal
not to
travel
wait too
experience
long.
not guaranteed.
Not wait long
Individual
enough, I should
results
say.
may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad
There she
usage.
goes.
Okay. So that goes there. Now, did I finish here? No, I did not. Dang it.
Watch out for autosave.
Okay, so that's built in. So this is going to be all of our wire for the cable. And then cable's going to come out here.
Okay, yeah, that's what I need.
Okay, now how are we looking over here? This is not quite done.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go make some by hand. I just stole a bunch of pipes and screws. I don't know what's going to run out first, iron plates or screws. I think screws.
Screws do, usually.
And you said we wouldn't need any screws.
I didn't say we wouldn't need any.
No screw storage is what this guy was telling me earlier.
That is complete and utter bull. Slanderous lies.
Alright. So that's going to be our cable storage.
Really? Fucking game.
You short by like a few?
No, I've got lots. It just was refusing to build.
Oh, weird. Oh, you didn't have straight build mode on. Now it's crooked. I need lights in this game too.
There, you happy now?
I am. Thank you. And also, randomly, one copper ingot made it through before you deleted that.
Yep, I saw that.
Weird. These belts look dirty until you put a light on at the night, and then it's like all of a sudden it cleans up. You get this issue? That's
Like-
so weird.
Like it looks like it has smudges and stuff on it.
Yeah, it just looks like it's like transporting dirt. And then you turn the light on, it's like, oh no, that's actually the belt. It's almost like my textures got messed up somehow.
No, I see that too.
Okay.
It's like there's dirt or something on it, and then you turn the light on, and it almost disappears. Like you can see a slight hint of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely to do with the textures and how they react in the dark.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's kind of funny. Well, I'd say we're doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
I'd say we could also start deleting the copper production
Well,
on
I'm
this
trying to let
side.
it finish a little bit.
Well, I mean, the initial smelters can be finished.
I just unloaded them.
Oh, you just unloaded them?
Yeah.
Nice. Just delete them as they go.
Pretty much. We had Mark 1 belts in there too.
There shouldn't have been any, but maybe one got missed. Oh, that, I think I know what happened there. It likely was when the game was going all wonky on me and it wouldn't let me upgrade properly. It was just turning the belts blue and it wasn't doing anything past that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while
You know what?
still.
I'm just gonna move all the parts. Okay, that can get full. That one can be full. That one can get full. There we go.
Yeah, that's a mighty big gap we got in the middle there now.
Yeah, well, it's all going to become foundries soon. So now we're sort of going to do what we did before for the other production. Oop, I missed some stuff. Cable. Cable. So sort of like what we did up here, we're going to do that up here with other stuff. And then we're going to have to build another floor for the assemblers.
Okay.
But I want to give our, I want to give everything a little bit of a chance to regain its some production again.
Yeah.
We don't need these though. All right. Smart plating. What is smart plating? It needs reinforced iron plates and rotors. And it's 2 per minute of each. So we do have to think about that at some point as well.
Yeah. Sorry, what does it need again?
It needs rotors and reinforced iron plates.
Okay. I'm assuming it's built in an assembler.
Yes.
So
what I think we'll end up doing is we will build all the, like this area is going to be where we build stuff to go up to the space elevator.
yeah, that sounds good. I wonder, do we want to maybe build a small platform on this side just for that construction, or do we want to build it over here?
I think that we will build so I think we should be building the reinforced iron sheets and the rotors over on this side.
Yeah, that's what I was
We
thinking.
will
Is that
melt it over here
okay? That's
to
what
one assembler that will do the production for the rest.
yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. That works out well for what I was thinking.
What I am going to do is I want to go get a little bit of SAM ore. So I know there's one way up here.
Yeah, there's one like way in the back there.
Yeah, so I'm going to run up here and just grab a bit. There's also a summer sloop right over there if you're up. No, you're not. I'll grab it then. I mean, you could go on like a rampage getting a bunch of stuff up here.
I was going
There's
to.
so many. Oh my god, there's uranium up here too.
Mm, okay, that's what I thought.
You can ignore the radiation. Won't affect me. Gotta love God mode.
Well, I just spent a lot of concrete.
Alright, I just want to grab quite a bit of SAM ore here for a second.
There.
Let's get over there.
Okay.
Now, as mentioned, we are sort of we beat the game, so now we're just going more for like the fun of designing a new base or having like some architectural design to it.
And maybe optimization, like trying to like cram everything in and make it look cool.
Yeah. So like we've got a ton of belts there coming in. We haven't grabbed everything. Like we are trying to do sort of like a mix of fun, but also not too much cheating, if you will. So like I don't really want to like have no build mode on the whole time.
Yeah.
And like we have no power mode on right now. But once we unlock coal power, we're gonna take the time to go build a coal plant and then turn power back on.
And also, once we get like, for example, this initial area properly set up how we want it, it'll make it really easy for us to properly set up the power for it.
Yeah. Which we do have to think about running power to all this stuff soon too.
Yeah. And for that, I had a couple ideas, but essentially before I got any further, I'm waiting on my brain to start functioning apparently first.
Anyways,
Materials.
I'm gonna quickly unlock some SAM ore stuff, so I'm gonna hear
nice.
a beep.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Nice. I
Wow.
love the song that goes with that.
Yeah.
Alright, quickly make a bunch of
oh.
reanimated SAM.
I wanted to mention
What?
something really cool. You know how I said I had got a action camera?
Yeah?
Well, I found out it has a webcam mode.
Oh, nice.
And so because it's a 360 cam, you can actually set it up so that way both cams are visible or it's one or the other.
Nice.
So I thought it was really cool. So if we ever did something where we did it all together, like live stream like we've done in the past,
Yeah,
we could set it up so that could actually cover two people in a way.
that's pretty cool. Alright, so just thinking about what we're gonna have to do here in a minute. all of these are going to need to move over
Yeah. I've
because
been
we
kind
have
of
too many belts coming in.
yeah, I've been kind of stalling for moving anything until we get a bigger supply of stuff.
I agree. I'm just trying to think of what we have space-wise.
Okay,
I also have a bunch of limestone on me.
for the constructors that are here, that are doing the plates, are we gonna leave these here?
No, they're going to move up here.
Okay, so I think one of the things we might want to do is set up, basically reverse it. So let's set up the storage containers and then the assemblers that lead into them, and then we can basically move the smelters to where they need to be to make it and then quickly connect them up, because everything else will be set up and it'll be minimal.
I think what we should do...
I'm just thinking minimal downtime.
Yeah. I'm thinking while we're waiting for a few minutes, we should calculate how much each belt is giving us of iron. So
Well,
do you want to go, like, follow those iron belts these way and figure out which each belt is?
I mean, if we just wait a couple days, we'll get that.
Well, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of? It's literally gonna have counters.
Well, they don't have it built in. You're going to have to build them onto it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So,
Okay, hold on. I'm just pulling out a,
it's 45. This is...
hold on here. Don't mind me. Just pulling out a Lysol wipe that wipes.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
like a ring left on my little whiteboard that I've on my desk
Oh, okay.
from something. Cleaning that off because it makes it easier to write it down.
Okay, since you're writing stuff down,
Hold on.
can I have an idea for how we, like, organize this a little.
Give me. No. Okay, so what are you thinking of needing me to write down?
So, I was thinking about how we organized each belt. So what I was going to say is I'm going to starting from left to right. So this being belt 1, and this being belt 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This being belt 13.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if you write down belts 1 to 13, and then we can write down what is coming to each one.
And okay, so 13 is limes. I'm just gonna write them all out. And that is a whopping 30.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow. So belts 2.
Sorry, hold on a second. I'm just writing down the other ones I saw. Okay, what were your what's you looking at?
6, 7, 8, 9.
And please tell me what they are as well.
Yeah. So belts 2, 5, and 9 are both 60 copper.
The 259.
Correct.
And they're all 60.
Correct. Belt 3. Let me know when you're ready.
3, yes.
3 is going to be 60 iron.
Yep.
Belt 4 is 45 iron.
Oh, you said 4?
Yeah.
Alright. 5. Yep.
Give me a minute. I have to run back. I am pretty sure, I'm just going to confirm. I'm pretty sure belt 6 is 120 iron. Yes, it is.
Oh, you said belt 6?
Yeah.
And you said 120?
Yeah.
Okay.
Belt 7 is 60 iron.
Yep, got that.
Belt 8 is 120 iron.
One. Yep.
And then I've already told you belt 9 because that's copper.
Yep.
So then this one's
I'm
belt
missing 1 and 10.
Belt 1 is 75 limestone.
5. Then 10 is last one then.
10 is 30 iron. Do you have 11 and 12 already?
Yes, because those ones are right here. So you said
Are you
30?
sure?
For
What
10
did you have
said
for... Yeah, 10 is 30. What did you have for 11?
11 and 12 should both be 30 iron.
No. Did I miscount how many belts we have then?
Let me take a look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, there's 14.
There's 14. Shoot. Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
let me... I gotta erase a chunk of these.
My bad.
Limestone. And that is 30. 13 is iron.
That's
Oh.
30 iron.
Iron 30.
11 is 120 iron.
Okay, so barring that, if everything else is correct, I should have all of them noted.
We have 615 iron coming in. That's a lot.
How do you use the calculator again? I'm trying to remember.
Press N.
And that's what it was. So we have 5 that. Copper is everything.
Copper should be 180 copper. Total.
Yeah, I was double checking. Iron. $120. 60. $120. 30. 30. Yeah, 615 dry.
Okay. So, I'm going to delete this screw production here. Because I don't think we need it now. Okay, so let's think about what we need. So, we need iron plates. I think we're going to need at least 2 constructors of iron plates just for storage. So that's 60 iron plate, or 40 iron plates a minute. That's sort of what we're doing right now. But that's going to need 60 iron. So we're going to have, like, let's say belt 3 is just going to be iron plates. Iron rods are 15 iron ingots a minute. So we could create 3 iron rods.
Give me 2 seconds here and just grab a green button.
That's fine. Okay. That'd be 3 iron rods. And then how much is this using? 60. That's 120.
Okay, I just sent you a picture of everything.
Did you?
Yeah. It's one with glare for the iron is 30.
Oh, per second. That's fine. I actually wrote it down too. My game first when I tabbed out.
Reason why I did that is because what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase
it and
this,
do it again.
and then for what we're building, I'm going to write that down so I can remember how to build. Okay.
Okay, what do rotors need?
Screws and rods. I believe it's 25 screws to 5 rods.
Okay. That's 100 per minute and 20 iron rods a minute.
Oh.
So if we were to double that, that's going to be 40 iron rods. Hold on. Iron rods are 15 a minute. So let's triple that. Let's say we do triple. If we do triple, that means we need... That's 60 iron rods a minute, which is 45 iron. And then, how many screws are we going to need for that? Nope. We would need 300 screws, which we can do... hold on. 12.5 is 50. So 6 times 12.5 is 75.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
120. Okay, no problem, take your time. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. So, Just trying to think if I'm missing anything that we would have needed to produce. No.
So what are the
Okay.
items that we need? We need
So
screws,
let me
bars, plate.
let me tell you what I've been looking at. We want 4 items that we use just for our storage, just for our use, right? So we need iron plates, iron rods, reinforced iron plates, and rotors.
Rod, plate. Okay.
Okay, so I did some quick math. If you take belt 3, which is 60 iron, that gives us 2 constructors of iron plates, which is roughly 40 iron plates a minute.
Yeah.
If we do belt 4, which is at 45 iron a minute, that gives us roughly 45 iron rods per minute.
How many
Three
constructors?
three constructors of iron rods.
Okay.
Now here's where it gets a little bit complicated. Okay? If we take belt 6, which is 120 iron, we can turn that into basically what you see here. A little bit nicer, because we didn't do a good job here. I was doing quick.
So
But
for
we
the
basically,
reinforced?
yeah, so we can make basically the equivalent of what we have, 2 reinforced iron plates here.
Is your
I did
goal for
not do
2
that.
assemblers of it?
I want 2 assemblers of it, yeah.
Okay.
Which is basically 10 per minute. I think that's right, yeah. That'd be 10 a minute. And then we're going to skip belt 7 for a minute and go to belt 8, which is also 120 iron. And we're going to make 3 assemblers worth of rotors there.
Oh, so you said 8 for that one for the rotor?
Yeah, belt 8.
Okay.
And that's going to give us 12 rotors per minute. Which is really low numbers considering how, like, if you think about our previous build, we were doing something like 1,500 trigons a minute or some stupid number.
Oh, yeah. But
Okay.
I think that's a good start. So,
I did not do the math on what we need actually for constructors yet. I was just trying to do like a rough idea of what we need in general.
so I'm thinking let's just start clearing this. So I'm just going to start getting rid of some of these belts so these can get cleared out.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start clearing out the smelters. If you want to start clearing some belts.
Where does this one go? That belt goes there. Okay. I'm letting some of the belts clear themselves out so I don't have a overabundance of stuff in my inventory that I don't want.
I just said, what the heck, I'm getting rid of it.
Well, I'd rather have like ingots than just raw
I know.
ore. I can handle everything else.
Alright, so that's there. So belt 3 was 60 iron a minute, so that's gonna be smelter. I'm gonna move it here so we have room for elevation.
Yeah, I think that would work.
So that's belt 3 there. And then I'm gonna do a small gap.
But this is just iron, correct?
Correct, yeah. And then this one here is belt 4. You want to start running the belts over, and I'm going to start putting the splitters in?
Yeah, I can do that. So, belt 3 and 4, these ones here that you put in?
Correct.
Okay. One, 2, 3 right here.
And this is at 50% production. Okay, so this is going to go out into a merger. Just realized I don't really care to have the extra splitter. I'd rather just do that. That looks nicer in my opinion. So these are going to go up. And then are you against me changing the direction we build here? So like if you look here, we had everything building sort of right to left. Here I was thinking of building everything this way. So like this.
Okay, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Alright.
I know that
So
I know
what I'm
you
gonna
well
do-
enough to trust your chaotic vision.
Okay. And then we have 2 there. So this will be iron plates. Wait, no. It's 3 iron rods. And these are all iron rods. And then
3 is in.
okay. And then I want one of these. And then I want that here. I think there. So that one's good. And then that one is level as well. Perfect.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Looking good so far.
I'm never bringing 4 iron plates again.
It's 100 over there right now.
Not anymore.
Well, there was. Oh, sweet. This lower area seems to be almost finished, so I can...
Okay, and then I'm gonna put box 1 and box. No, actually, let's center these. There, and then this one. Oh, I don't like that. Go there, and then we'll go in. Perfect. Okay. And then let's just jump a bunch of those in. Perfect. All right. So that gives us our iron and our iron plates. Iron rods and iron plates are down there. You started disassembling that. Cool. Let me quickly do the math on what we need for reinforced iron plates again.
The reinforced iron plates is 6, and it's going to be 2 assemblers in total.
So we're doing 2 assemblers. So that means 6 iron plate. We need 2. So 60 per minute, which means we need 3 constructors.
Okay. Also,
For plate, and then we need. Did I do math wrong here? Where did I get 100 iron screws per minute? Where did I get that math from? I may have a solution though. I don't know how I messed up on my math. I read 60 when I read 50 instead of 60. Okay, give me a second here. Let me rethink this. So we still want. That's 5. That's 5.26. So. If we still put 2 assemblers, which is still enough for us, that would be 18.75 times 2, 37.5 times 2, 37.5 times 2 is 75. So that would be 2 constructors, and then the tricky part is going to be the wire.
as a note, I am leaving the 1 constructor here for now, so that we keep getting reinforced iron plates for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's fine. 75 divided by 22.5 is 3.3. Wire. How much wire? That needs 12.5. I think I may have actually just somehow made this better. We may actually be able to do more. So 12.5 times 3.3 is 41. Okay, so I messed up on my original plan. But then I realized that we can take out screws. Screws are the bane of our existence.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's an alternate recipe called stitched iron plate.
Oh, okay,
And basically, it's 18.75 iron plates a minute, which is basically 1 constructor of iron, and then 37.5 wire per minute. But we can take iron and turn it into wire. So basically, it's 3 constructors of iron to turn into 1 assembler for reinforced iron plate. So, trying to think of how to calculate the amount of iron we need. Iron ore, that'd be 41. I just need to build a constructor real quick. If I wanted 18.75. God damn it. 18.75. I need to mess up one of our constructors. So that's 28. Okay, so 56.25 plus 41. Okay, so if we stick to the original plan of yeah, if we stick to the original plan of 2 assemblers, we can do it in 97.5 iron ore.
Okay, yeah.
Let's try to see if we can make it 3. So if I go 12.5, I should really go get out one of the calculator things, but .6. So I got 12.5 divided by 0.66. No, times 0.66. 8.25. Okay. Yeah, we can really only afford to do... Now we could do 3 assemblers. It's just going to be a little awkward, but we can do 3 assemblers.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so we need 3
And just to confirm that, are they
structures.
reinforced?
This is for reinforced, yeah. Okay, so we need 3 constructors of iron plates. And then we're going to need and we're going to need, I think, 5 constructors. My math may be off on here, so we want to leave a little bit of room. I think we need 5 constructors for the wire. So I'm gonna go here. 2, 3. Space 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully that is the right amount. I wonder if I should do 1 over. I'm gonna go 1 over just in case. Do you want to start working on bringing belt 6 into 4 refiners? Or 4 smelters, sorry?
Belt 6. Do you want 4 of them? Yep.
Yeah, like maybe like do 1 right there and then we'll just do the other 4 beside it.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't we need the other three if you want 4 in total?
4 total, yeah. And then they're all going to come up into one line of stuff. So they're all coming up to this line.
Okay, so they're all going to merge into the one?
Yeah, they all merge into one, and then they're all going to run over here. Right now. I messed that up. What is the clock speed if I want to do 18.75? 93.75. Got it.
Six. Gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, nice. This has already been run.
Should I just do one more and then 37.5 minus 22.5 is 15. So then if I set this to 15 divided by 22.5 is 66. All right. I think I can do. Nope. There we go. Every time. Hate it. There. No. Missed the decimal. Okay. We'll do one more here. Okay. Do you think I'm gonna have to cut down some of this? I'll shoot about this again. Okay, so $28. Let's do a running tally here. 28.5 plus 28. Plus 12.5 22 basically to spare. So I need to bring it down to 22. So that can't use 28.
Darn it. When you built
What?
the splitters, you moved them a notch over from where you had them before, so they don't fully line up.
Sorry.
That's fine. It'll just be one crooked run to get up to there. There we go. You have the constructors ready for it now?
Not yet. I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can run it into the belt. I don't mind it preloading a bit. I just need to figure out the right numbers for everything. Okay, I see my issue. Reinforced iron plates.
Okay, look at that. So if that's good, I'm gonna connect the line in so that way it preloads. Had to do one last check before I did. There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna go for 13.5 minus 13.5, 3.375. So. Minus 5, 3.38, 3.375 divided by 5.625. So I need to do 60% of what that stuff is. So 18.75 times 0.6. Sorry, 28.125 times 0.6. So this actually needs to be an output of 11.25. And then this one's easy because I can just set this to 60%. And then this one, the output before was 15. I'm going to times that by 0.6, so it should be 9. All right. Okay. Wait. I can just delete. This one can just go back to 100. We can just delete this one. Sorry. Alright. I have figured out the right amount. So now we just need to wait for everything to get sort of enough iron preloaded.
If you want, you can grab the last reinforced plates out of this, so you can have another supply as well.
Thank you. That was like my only supply. Okay. So, now we need... basically, just so you know, this one can go like this. We're gonna merge all these together, but it's basically this is an assembler, that's an assembler, that's an assembler, and then assembler, assembler, same assembler on its own.
Sorry, I kind of got slightly distracted while you were saying it. So, which ones are together?
So, you know what? We're just going to merge them all together. It'd be easier that way. Let's just put them all together.
So, what are these ones for first? The first three.
These are iron plates.
And then the last
So
one, the other ones are wire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Which side do you want the
I would put the output here.
output there? Okay, that's what I figured you would say. Just wanted to double check.
And then this will go around. There we go. No? Okay. So I'll do assembler. Boom. No. I want to do assembler, assembler, assembler. And then
Funny. I actually preloaded. I had a boatload of iron plates from destroying other things. The first couple of things with iron plate pre-built.
that's a good idea. I should preload some wire. I have a lot on me.
Well, I thought it was perfect because if you think about it, if you basically allow it to fill up with just the ingot, then the other ones further down the line can fill up with ingot and preload that.
Yeah, that too. Okay.
And that was basically my goal, is let it fill up with the ingot, which is, in my opinion, a little bit more important. And then 8. How many foundries are we gonna need for the rotor? Not foundries, smelters. Or do you think we'll need for the rotors?
Smelters?
Yeah.
It's also going to be the same as that one, so it'll be 4 more.
4? Okay, that's what I figured. One. Oh. belt 8. That's 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so we just have to wait for the iron to sort of preload everything. And then I don't want them to start yet. So I'm not going to select it. Actually, I think I'm going to run everything back a little bit. I think I put it too close. Can I make that work? No. What if I do? Sorry, I'm trying to make more room for you to bring stuff up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna eject the next ones off of the far right smelter. Cool.
There we go. I gave you a little bit more room to put stuff in too. Because I'll have a merger go out there. Okay.
That'll.
Are you kidding me? Now that's too close.
When it comes to the next set, if you look, I've got it mostly set up. And you can see where I put the up, or where the iron ingots are coming up. Sound good?
Yeah.
Did you even catch what I said?
I'm struggling right now to try and make this thing work. Okay, I think I need it to be there. I do that. That fits.
So essentially, I've got everything set up. I haven't connected it to the output fully,
Yeah.
but I've got the spot where I've got it wantedly come up. Put
Okay.
in. So basically, we can get the thing get started and fill up with that.
Yeah. Okay.
There's the start of it. Oh yeah, I wanted to check.
Gets her backed up. Perfect. Okay, so this. There.
How do we unlock milestone 3? Oh, we have to complete
Tier 3,
phase
you mean?
1 of the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So. Now you go in here. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Perfect. We're gonna put a splitter. There. I'll put that there. Okay, so stitched iron plate, stitched iron plate, and this one is only at 60%.
Why?
11.25, 11.25, perfect. Everything should be perfect now.
So for rotors, it's rods and screws. I don't remember.
Rotor?
Yeah. I can just
This is where I was getting the 100 screws from. I was looking at rotors for some reason.
okay.
Rotors were doing, yeah, rods and
Rods and
screws.
screws is the only one we have
Yeah.
viable right now. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I want to check with you. How are you feeling time-wise?
I want to get the rotors started. Like if we can at
Okay.
least get them that built, which I think we have enough space right here.
Okay, so for
oh, crap, I
rotors,
forgot to check that.
we're,
I'll toss this here.
rotors
So
is seeing 3 sets of iron rods. So that's going to be.
we need
I,
20 per
I
minute.
can't. Hold on.
20 rods and 100 screws per minute.
So if we do 1, 2, 3, and then for screws, this is the tricky one. So we're doing cast iron screws,
Oh, are we? Okay.
which are 50 a minute. Yeah. So it's going straight from iron to screw. You don't have to have rods for that. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and
But we
you
need 6 constructors of it. So this is where we have the issue of space.
yeah, because we need 100 per minute per assembler, and you wanted 3 assemblers.
So what I'm thinking we do, one, and I don't have, no, we're not, the assemblers are going to be over here.
No, I basically put this on here so I could see the recipe.
Ah. 2, 3. Just try to figure out a way how to make it fit.
How about constructors can move in a little bit, by like probably half. Okay, 1 second, let me just do this first. Need not merger, I need a splitter.
Hold on. Can I? Okay, I think I figured out a solution.
Okay, splitter can go there. 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 Bring them in closer. Because we can fit the splitters here.
I figured out a solution.
Well, I also, for more space in general, on this side, I was thinking bring them in a little bit more.
I don't think we need to, because everything will come out here, and then we just have 3 assemblers. I don't have the materials to build it right now, but
I can build 2.
3 assemblers. Okay, I can do 1. So like, oh, I can't even do 1 yet. But like, you can put 3 assemblers out here. There's lots of room. Okay.
Right here for 1, do you think?
Sorry, 1 sec. I would go up a little more that way.
Okay. How about right here then?
I would center it on that point right there. We'll center this one on that point right there, and then we'll center 1 more on that point right there.
I think that's the center. Nice.
Oh, you went back a little bit. My bad. There we go. Okay, so iron rod, iron rod, iron rod. I think we'll do merge, merge.
There. I'm just adjusting the splitters on the
There.
map here.
And then this is going to be cast iron screw. And then I think I will do. Oh, but here's the tricky part. Okay. We can only do 3. We have to do 3 separate belts.
What do you mean? For what?
Well, we can only do 100 screws per belt, and we need 100. Or we can only do 120 per belt. So we're gonna have to do 3 different belts of screws.
We don't have enough iron rod.
What do you mean?
We need 20, and each of the construction only does 15. And look, unless you have... No, all the other ones
I
are
may
being
have-
screwed. So we need a
How did I
fourth
do the
rod.
math then? I think we need a fourth rod. Shoot.
Unless you have anything that can overclock it. If we can overclock one of them, we might be able to.
Well, hold on. Let me double check that we can make this work. If we need 4 rods, that means we need 60 iron for the rods. And then 12.5 times 6, 75. We can't do that then. I think we can only do 2. Well, we can do 2.5. We can do 2.5. We'll clock one down 50.
Okay.
So if we clock one down to 50, that's 10. And that gives us, we're doing 45, so that's 20, 20. Okay, we're still under by 5. Okay, no, we can make this work. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. We are going to do all these. So this one will now be iron rods instead of screws. So this will merge into that. But we only want 5. So that'll be 33.33. 5? There. Okay. And then 1, 2. One, 2. And that last one will be on its own.
Okay,
So.
sounds good.
So this will go like that. And then that. And then that. And then that will go in there. Okay. That goes in there. Goes in there. And then this. Okay.
Okay, so the first 4 are rods, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just deleting one belt on this side, and I'm gonna connect so that the rods start producing.
Let's do that. And then
20.
that. And then this one.
30, 45, 50.
I want.
Okay, are you good for everything for the screw side too now?
Not. You can start bringing it all the way over. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm still just trying to get enough stuff to run all the belts, but. I like how this belt is being run. I feel like I want maybe here. And then that. And then this one. I need 3. Perfect. Okay. Now everything should be running correctly. It's just going to take it some time to build up everything, but that's good. Okay. Gonna have a splitter. Maybe there. This will go out there. Oops. Did not need to get all of that.
Right. I'd say that's looking pretty good.
That. Why is there such a slowdown? There we go. Okay. That should balance it out a bit. And then... Oh, you already ran all those in for us. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm on top of that. And then
I was busy trying to fix it so we didn't have 85% efficiency. Okay, perfect. So that's everything we need. So the last thing we need is smart plating, which we want to do over here.
yeah, I already started putting in a space for it.
I saw that. So I'm just going to put one there. And then,
That needs reinforced plate and a rotor.
yeah. So I put a hole there. And I'm going to put in 2 wall holes.
I'm almost tempted to do this.
Tempted to do what?
We need 1 reinforced plate and 1 rotor. Just manually feed it into the assembler.
I mean, we could. We'd only need 50 of each then.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking long term, it'd be nice because you need this for the next tier. Maybe not the next tier, but the tier after that.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have it automated and just sitting there.
Oh, yeah, long term, definitely
Even-
automated. I agree.
Yeah. I think we'll just do it. I think we'll manually feed it into the space elevator right now. So we'll just put a box there. I don't want it that far away because it's a pain to build it. So there we go.
Oh wow, that was really weird. With the wall that you put in. It's got such a big
I know.
hole in the middle. I threw a couple rotors in there, so it just started a couple things. Yeah, I do agree, like long term, definitely want to do that, but in the short term, no. Well,
I need more reinforced iron plates. This is driving me nuts.
yeah.
I don't have enough.
You're telling me. Alright. Oh shit, all of our iron ore is at like max for all of the
At what?
smelters. The iron ore is all at max
Yeah.
for the smelters. So I can't dump the
Yeah.
iron ore that I've got in.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I just literally went to the crafting bench and I'm just gonna smelt all my iron ore into it there.
Well, at some point we'll have an awesome sink, and you can just like dump it in that.
Well, can you dump ore straight in?
You can, yes.
Oh, you can? Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I was gonna ask you about is, do we want to just drop an awesome sink with a storage container somewhere in here?
A bit later, yeah.
That way, like, I'm thinking not like an automated one, but just a manual one as a temporary.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking we might do that like up here at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe under here. That would actually be cool. We can have an elevator going right to here. Would an awesome sink even fit in here?
Maybe, maybe not.
Not really. We may have to like put it here.
I'm almost not
It's a little
looking.
hit.
I'm at the crafting bench at the
Yeah.
hub.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get rid of this iron. This is just taking up so much inventory space.
I just realized I have a ton of screws in my inventory, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of reinforced iron plates really quick.
That's actually what I was about to do as well, to go with it.
And then maybe I have enough to actually finish running everything to automate it. I doubt it, but you never know.
This is so tedious.
I know. I hate not automation.
I'll be done eventually.
You up on that? Alright, what am I looking for? I want more iron.
Wait.
There we go. Alright, and then
Ooh, yay. My
yeah,
thousands of screws. I have over 3,000 screws in my inventory.
jeez, you're gonna be there for a while.
Well, that could take 12 per reinforced iron plate, so it's dropping rapidly.
I just want to put in concrete wall. There we go. Now it's automated.
What is?
The smart splitters. Or the smart plates, sorry.
Nice.
I now have rotors running all the way back over to it.
Oh, nice.
How many do we have in there? We're at 11 so far.
Oh, almost at 50.
Just gonna steal a bunch manually and bring them over too. And then we're gonna go here. And now I'm going to make this go even faster by overclocking the smart splitter. Now it does 5 a minute.
Wow.
It also needs 5 rotors a minute, which I think we're actually making, but we're not sending that many over.
I mean, the rotors needed were for the 50 originally were put in there.
Yeah, we'll need the rotors for other stuff later, but
Yeah. But either way, for the 50, they were already there. So that's good enough
yeah.
to start.
No, you didn't have enough for 50 there.
Well, I put in, it said it needed 1 and 1 for,
Yeah, you put in the reinforced iron plates, but we didn't have the rotors in
oh,
there.
yeah, you're right. Never mind. There's the plates.
Yeah. So I'm just bringing the rotors over really quick manually. We got 16, and we have 35, 17, 35. We have enough now.
Nice.
So we're what? We're 5 per minute. We have roughly 30 to go. So we're about 7 minutes from finishing this tier. So I figure we'll finish it up and then call it.
That sounds good to me. I'm just getting rid of the iron ingot in my inventory. I mean, not. I'm making iron, getting rid of the iron ore, making an ingot, and then I'm making iron plates, and then making reinforced plates.
So the next thing we're going to have to make is going to be modular frames, I think, in the next phase. So that's sort of what I'm hoping to save the rest of our iron for.
Yeah, and that takes reinforced plates and rod.
Correct.
I can literally see it
So-
in the crafting bench, so that's how I knew.
Yeah. So, I mean, we basically are doing like 15 reinforced iron plates a minute, so we're going to be able to make a lot of modular frames.
Nice,
Is what we have left. Because we have 270 iron left to
Nice.
use up. We're halfway there. Liking how this base is turning out. It's looking very efficient.
Oh yeah, I'm really liking it. There's a couple spots that I wish we went a little bit tighter, but
Yeah. Well, I wanted to leave some room in case we needed it.
yeah,
And
fair.
then I think I am gonna cheat a little in one spot, and I am gonna give us the what do they call them? The depot uploader things, whatever they're called.
Yeah, dimensional
I'm gonna
depots.
throw that into our so that we can start getting these things to our inventory directly. But I'll worry about that after. Alright, we're at 30. So it's just another 19 to go now. It's looking good. Can't wait to see what we can do here. Once the next update comes out.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that. So much stuff.
One idea I was sort of thinking we might want to do, just as an idea for here,
Yeah.
is most of these things are all on their own, like 4x4 platforms. So we might want to like delete all the constructors, put them up like 2 meters, like a 2-meter foundation, and then we'll build instead of having belts in, or maybe a 4-meter foundation, and we'll build like a floor over top and hide all the belts.
Yeah. I'm thinking if we're gonna do that, we could probably use the blueprinter to blueprint a couple things, just so that way like we have sets of like 2 constructors or 3 constructors together. That way it's all pre-packaged, tight knit.
Well, I mean, okay, how much is this? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was thinking 2s
And this I
and
think
3s.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I wonder.
I think we should. I think you're right. I think we should have a 3 and a 2 constructor blueprint, and then we'll have then we can just do side by side for a bunch of the other stuff.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just at the blueprinter right now. Okay. Litter. You know, fine.
Server restart in 10 minutes? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you not realize the time?
Nope. That time flew by real quick. What are you building up there? Oh, you're doing that. Okay.
Yeah. So, my only challenge is when it comes down to the belt, is like the splitters or mergers might have to be adjusted.
Well, the reason why I was saying we do a 4x is if you do this, you get this on top. Then this, I usually do in the middle. So it'll be like right here, let's for example. And then what you can do is you can do this. And then it's nice and neat.
Okay, yeah.
And that's why I was thinking of having like that 4x.
But the
And
only
then it puts it up above.
yeah. So the only issue that I can potentially see is the direction of the splitter and merger.
How so?
What if it needs to go in a different way?
Well,
Depending
I
on
would.
what we're building.
When I do the blueprints, I don't usually put these in. Like, I would just do a blueprint with like this design,
Okay.
and then we can just go underneath when we're putting it in and put the mergers and stuff in there after. All right, we're at 50. I'm gonna dump them in. Would you like to do the honors, sir, of launching the space elevator?
Sure. On my way. You put them in there?
Well, they're in there. They're on their way
they're
right
loading.
now.
I see that.
Yeah, you can't manually put them in, so you have to do them through a belt.
Yeah. And our belts are slow as fuck. 50. I see them in there. Nice.
All right. Please do the honors, sir.
Cargo loaded. Shielding container. It's going. It's going.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment
Go
is now
us.
ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of
Not yet.
Tiers 3
I wanna
and
let the
4
video
will
finish.
become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
All right, launch it when ready.
Nice, 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 nice. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Did you launch it?
That should be going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there it goes.
Whee! I love how it clears the clouds.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of
That is
kittens
true.
and or puppies.
Yeah.
Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Nice.
All right. Well, with that successful job done, I am going to go log out. Thank you, everyone. That was a fun stream. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. And check us out again on Sundays, where we work on, hopefully, maybe we'll get Phase 2 done. I doubt it, but you never know. We'll work on it. And we will see you guys maybe as well on Tuesday. What are we doing again on Tuesday, Shannon?
We are doing Marvel Rivals.
Okay, we're doing Marvel Rivals. That'll be an interesting thing. All right, guys. Thanks, and we'll see you later.
See ya.